Dear Watch. Dear Viewer. The story of the Hagia Sophia Museum from its inception until today. The Hagia Sophia is a museum whose history spans its history and is located in the West Bank of Turkey. The Hagia Sophia Building is a historical building built during the reign of Byzantine Emperor Johnstinian I in 537 AD, on the ruins of an older church erected by Emperor Constantine the Great, until it was converted into a mosque in 1453 AD, after the Ottoman Empire took control of Istanbul, where Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror countered the conversion of the church into a symbolic mosque for his victory over the Byzantine state, where he performed prayer. According to the book Tourist Guide to the City of Istanbul by Khalil Arsenagi, Hagia Sophia is a rare and unique landmark and one of the symbols of the city of Istanbul, built by Constantius, the son of the founder of the city, Emperor Constantine, in the second half of the 4th century. And fire broke out in the first church built on the site during one of the revolutions in the year 404 AD. The second construction was implemented on a larger scale and opened in a big ceremony in 415 AD. But in 532 the Bloody Nika revolution led to the death of many people and the demolition of a number of buildings, and the Church of Hagia Sophia was subjected during this time to complete combustion, so the Emperor Justinian, who suppressed the revolution by building a place of worship he had never seen nor would have seen before, as was then said, in 532 the construction of the largest church in the Christian world began. And construction was completed after 5 years, and its opening ceremony was held in 537 AD. The emperor avowed generously the architects Isidore of Maletus and Anthemius from Tralles, and the dome was designed according to Roman architecture. But the use of an Oriental architectural style in the dome structure made the Hagia Sophia Church appear to be the product of a cultural synthesis between Roman architecture, the Middle East, Asian, and Mesopotamian architecture. The book clarifies, erring on the name of the church that applies to Hagia Sophia, so he says it means Saint Sophia. But the truth is that the church was not dedicated to a specific person or saint, but rather to the Christian religion, and the correct translation of the name is Holy Wisdom, indicating that at the opening of the church the emperor could not he concealed his joy, and gave a speech in which he explained that he surpassed Prophet Solomon after the construction of this place. The author pointed out that although the church was unparalleled at that time, there were some errors that involved the construction process, the most important of which was the size of the dome, which formed excess pressure on its sides, and then the natural result was the collapse of the walls outside and the fall of the dome in 558 AD. The book indicates that our Sultan Mehmed II opened our city in 1453, and the church was suffering, as the Eastern Roman Empire did not have enough financial resources to care for it. But after the conquest the church was renewed and converted into a mosque, and the church remained a mosque for 480 years before turning it into a museum between 1930 and 1935. With the book The Political System in Turkey clarifies that the ruling party of the homeland in Turkey in 1991, and following the growth of the Islamic trend, it agreed to open a part of the museum to be a mosque for prayer based on a proposal from the Right Path Party, and the Turkish government's decision led to a Greek reaction, as the government demanded, in an official statement, to keep it a museum, protesting against thinking of returning it to a mosque, while the Russian Federation commented on the decision as the return of medieval ideas. Dear Watch. Dear Viewer. Thank you for your good viewing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button.